such a star. I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, Alicia TV here. I flew all the way to Nashville to introduce you to my great friend, Gina Paris, a world-renowned performance coach. And now today, she's coming to us with a sexy marriage solution. In this video, you're going to discover how to enjoy really great sex when you're not in the mood. She's going to show us how to rekindle that passion forever with a technique that she's developed over the years. If you love your spouse, but your sex life is suffering, then you do not want to miss what we're going to cover in this video.
We are here talking about the sexy marriage solution.
That's right, girl.
But before we talk about the solution, let's talk a little bit about the problems. Right? The problems.
I said, honey, I'm supposed to tell my story. And he says, I'll tell your story. Sex happened once a month or never. And suddenly, everything changed. It's probably the majority of marriages suffer from unequal sex drive, which means one partner has low desire and there's frustration, and it creates a bad downward spiral. If you're floundering in your sex life, subconsciously, either you don't feel good about sex, either you don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel in touch with your senses, or you don't feel good about your mate. Because you want to and because you deserve to feel great tonight, we help you create the response that you want. Can you imagine having that stress that eventually it always blew up every month into the same fight? You know, there's just not enough sex. It makes everything frustrating. When the sex is bad, everything else is magnified. These are things I would hear. And I would try to get aroused, not even get aroused. And so many nights I ended up just rolling over and crying into my pillow and thinking, how can I be this expert in human performance and human potential and I can't even score in my own bedroom? It was beyond humiliating.
What do you do when you're in that situation?
That's what I wonder. Where do I go? I would ask people, you know, like, am I normal? Is this normal? And no one seemed to have the answer. It seemed like everyone said, oh yeah, that's a problem. And it's like everyone acknowledged this is a common problem, but no one had a solution. I really just made it a matter of prayer. Like, dear God, there has to be an answer because I can't leave my husband this frustrated. Plus, he's very good looking. I knew there were plenty of women that would have been thrilled to go make a move.
What was the breakthrough for you?
It was, honestly, it was like a miracle. This was one specific night, and I came into the bedroom, and there he was, my brave husband, trying one more time to get lucky with the candles lit and the mood set, and he's in the bed, and instead of being like, oh yeah, baby, like I might now, I was just panic-stricken. Like, oh God, not now. Oh shoot, here we go again. It's gonna go badly. Isn't that sad that that was my response? And so I didn't know what to do, and I went in the shower.
So you told him you're going to go take a quick shower?
I did. I'm like, oh, I'm going to shower. Which normally, this is so sad. I could shower for so long, like, oh God, make him go to sleep. I know, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay, because there's people that feel like you feel.
Like maybe he'll fall asleep. It's so there, that's so sad and true. And I hear that a lot. But here I was in the shower, and I suddenly remembered this mindset technique that a workout partner had said, oh, try this, it'll help you work out. And it's the later, I use it with all my clients. But in this moment, I thought, what was that thing, you know, where I take charge of my mind, body, emotion, and I tune in, and I'm sitting there, and I just got honest. I said, I'm not in the mood for sex. I'm not in the mood for sex. It's going to go badly. And there's these things that you do, and suddenly I was like kind of calm, and I'm relaxed, and I noticed my skin and the water looked pretty on my body, and I thought, wow, I feel pretty good. And I had no idea what would happen next. Let me tell you, I step out of the shower and into bed, and it's like I was so present, and my husband was so present. It was magical. Like every touch just made my skin electric with pleasure. Every kiss was like we'd never kissed before. The best sex I think we had ever had. And the next night, no anxiety. We just did it again. And the next night,
3 nights in a row.
Never had we had sex 3 nights in a row. And I can promise you.
Okay, so what shampoo were you using? Right?
You know, that's funny you mentioned that, because all my senses were kind of awakened. Like, oh, my shampoo smells good. ooh, this lotion
Maybe
smells
they're
good.
using your technique in the Herbal Essence commercials or something.
That must be it. I never had anxiety again. I know that it changes lives. That's what I'm so excited about. I've seen 100% results with my clients that open their space to me and let me take them there. Michelle said, Gina, my husband and I had been fighting about sex for the past 3 years. I thought our case was hopeless. I can't believe how your program turned things around for us. Deborah from Olive Branch says, since taking your course, everything has reached a whole new level. Todd says, Gina, I have not stopped grinning for 3 days. Whatever you did to my wife totally worked. So couples are happy for the first time in a long time, and those results can be yours as well.
I know you told me in confidence that you vowed that you would never let anyone go without knowing this.
I just don't, no one should suffer if I have suffered. Don't cry in your pillow if I have cried in my pillow. There should not be two of us. We all have this sexual energy. It just, for whatever reason, and we don't even have to know the reason, it gets blocked, and we can unblock that.
How different is this from the major league players who suffer with performance anxiety versus performance anxiety in the bedroom?
Yeah, in the bedroom, what more intimate performance is there, and where does the anxiety create more problem than right there in the bedroom? When we're naked and there's issues, it affects us so deeply because we're putting ourselves out there to our mate to be rejected, or when one has no desire, there's just so much pain, and it really is the root of huge problems in marriages. To say that we love our mate but we never want them, how humiliating. He didn't. It was like all the other stuff I did to show my love just almost rang hollow if I didn't want him and
Sexually.
didn't want to be pleased by him.
So let's talk about alternatives, because if they don't decide to do something with your solution like as early as tonight, for literally the price of like what one piece of lingerie costs at Victoria's Secret or something,
Exactly.
can change your whole sex life from here out. If they don't, what are alternatives? I mean, where do they go? What would they do?
You know, they could be like me and have nowhere to go, not know what in the world to do, and then just go year after year with the same recurring fight. Most conflicts in marriage are recurring anyway, and that is usually one. It comes back. They could make appointments with a sex therapist and pour out their guts, a week from today, and hopefully after months of talk therapy, unlock some kind of solution.
Maybe unlock some type of books. I know you showed me a stack of like books.
I've read every book out there.
I mean, can you pick up a book and really change your sex life?
I couldn't, and I'll tell you why. Because it's not intellectual. We're not intellectually saying, hey, I'm going to freeze up, I'm going to clench up, I'm going to refuse my mate. We don't do that. And so reading something intellectual, well, don't think like that, think like this, it doesn't change your whole chemistry. And so we are working with your nervous system because these are conditioned responses. And so we need to go to where your body is releasing new subconscious responses so that all this beautiful sexuality takes place naturally.
So what you've bottled up then is what you're telling me is not a text like document that they read and learn more about their issue.
No.
They're actually working with you on specific techniques that will get them having better sex tonight.
Yes.
Because they know everyone wants to know like what specific areas is this solution going to work me through?
Absolutely. The first module, should I go into the modules?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go into
Module 1 is this overview, how to create a truly sexy marriage and why your sex life is floundering and what to do next. In the second one, I teach you exactly how to literally tap into sexy, how to tap into the power of arousal and sexual response. And so that the next ones, everyone after that is just simply follow along. So you turn it on, we turn you from averse to aroused. You become arousable.
Thank you. I didn't know how to say that. So this technique helps you become arousable in your marriage. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a module 3, I think, is for the women from averse to aroused, and for men from anxious to aroused.
So there's a video just for the man and just for the woman on that.
Absolutely. For the men, we are talking about becoming strong and staying hard, if you know what I mean. So we know that, I'm just going to tell you flat up, if there's an issue of erectile dysfunction, It's not physical. It is mental, emotional, energetic. And so we just follow along, and we help you clear the roots to what's making our men go soft, go limp, getting strong and staying hard. For the women, it's all about becoming seductive and arousable and responsive.
Wow, this is awesome. Okay, module 4, what's the 4th one?
Oh man, help, I am naked and it's stressing me out. And that's all about feeling great about ourselves. If we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. Help, my spouse is naked and it's grossing me out. And in that case,
That's a real problem.
it's a real problem whether our spouse is gorgeous or has let themselves go. I promise it doesn't matter. It's our
We can work through it,
Yeah.
even though our spouse is going to be our spouse.
Yeah. Yes, and so we change the way we don't realize when we're critical of our spouse, we're putting this lack of connection there. So when we can become arousable, just as they are, everything changes.
When you watch these techniques and go through this series, you can even watch with your mate.
Oh, I hope you will. I've had readers and clients that say that, and in my mind I hadn't thought that. I thought just the low desire spouse would watch, but when customers, clients, whatever, watch it together, the results are so fabulous. And you know why? Because for the first time they feel their mate's pain, or they feel they're in their mate's shoes, and they stop taking things personally, they feel things differently, and it's almost magical. In fact, we have a bonus module in this whole thing for the mate with the higher desire, the one who's frustrated with always being rejected. So that's called Help, I'm Tired of Being Rejected. And then,
That was your husband.
Yeah.
He would have watched that one.
yeah.
I mean, would have.
Exactly. Absolutely. So often people write and say, I've quit trying. I'm not initiating anymore. Why bother? I'm always rejected. Everything's new right now, tonight.
One of those products that you can see results tonight. I know you
It
hear
is.
that all the time. It's
Absolutely.
in your bedroom tonight. Sounds good to me.
And after that, maybe you'll take it out of the bedroom, to the beach, in the car.
There you go.
Now here's what you'll get inside the Sexy Marriage Solution. Instant access to 7 video modules, most of which you will actually follow along with so that you can transform your sex life starting tonight. The first video, Gina is going to reveal the real reasons your sex life is suffering. She's going to explain why other great sex secrets fail, and she's going to show you how to use the Sexy Marriage Solution for great sex tonight. In the second video, Gina is going to walk you step by step and show you how to literally tap into the energy of love and arousal so that you can feel sexually alive again. She's going to share secrets from ancient wisdom and also modern science that will transform even the most lethargic sex drive. Now, module 3 is for the women. Women, you're going to follow right along with Gina. She's going to work with you and show you how to quickly awaken your senses and calm your nerves to feel responsive and sexy. And most importantly, exactly what to do to enjoy a body that tingles with arousal and satisfaction and go from not in the mood to totally aroused. In this video, Gina will share with them techniques on how they can be strong and stay hard. She's going to show them how to move from anxious to aroused, and she's going to show them how to unlock their sexual staying power. Video module 4. In this video, Gina is going to work with you on certain techniques that will help you feel great about yourself right now. Number 5, this video module, Gina is going to share the 3 keys to finding your own mate attractive and arousing right now. In video module 6, Gina will work with you one-on-one to help you uncover and eliminate the obstacles that are hindering your sexual pleasure. There are 4 bonus modules that she's included in the Sexy Marriage Solution, including action accelerators. These are the Sexy Marriage Solution action guides that will help you heighten the power of the videos with these print-out guides. Gina's offering the entire Sexy Marriage Solution right now. Instant access for just $47.
Just give it your best effort. If it doesn't work, click refund. I'm taking the risk because I believe I just know it works.
Wow. Well, click below and we'll see you. I don't think we're going to see them having better sex tonight.
No.
But we want to hear your testimonials.
That's right.
All right. Cheers.
Take care, everybody.